Hey everybody, it's UJ here, and I'm pretty excited to share with you what I think is the key to a growth mindset. So, kind of this story starts about 2.5 years ago when I was in Bali. And Bali is this beautiful place, this island in Southeast Asia. And if you've never gone, I highly recommend it. It was an incredible experience. I went for a few months there. And a couple of months in, I rented a beautiful motorcycle. It was a Yamaha Bison, and I was on a scooter first. It was like a 60cc scooter. It was fun, it was fine, but I wanted something with a little bit more power. And it was a wonderful time. I used to go everywhere with it. If you've either ridden on a motorcycle or you've ridden motorcycles yourself, you know how beautiful that feeling is when you're on a motorcycle, you have this beautiful machine that you're riding, and you're riding into the wind, and it feels like you are one with everything. It's a beautiful thing. And I drove it everywhere, and it was tons of fun. And one day I was running a little late to see a few friends, and I took a longer way to get there, but I knew I would be able to get there faster because I could just gun the engine. Turns out I ended up on a long road that I expected to end, and as I was on the road, I had a few milliseconds to realize actually the road didn't end. It went directly into a major intersection, into oncoming not oncoming traffic, but traffic that was perpendicular to the street. I T-boned a car on this motorcycle going over 60 kilometers an hour. I'm extremely lucky to be alive. And I was conscious, and it took me a long time to get back on my 2 feet without any support. It actually took me about 5-ish months to fully walk without support. And I believe is one of the most significant positive events of my adult life, because it taught me how to sit with discomfort and pain. I think it's really important to be able to get to a point where we are comfortable sitting with discomfort and pain. Because there's a great quote by Josh Waitzkin, and it goes, "Growth happens at the point of resistance." And it's the point of resistance that actually causes us to expand our muscles, expand our mental, physical, and emotional strength. And being comfortable with that, being able to sit with it, being able to expand our ability to deal with it is extremely important. And so I remember watching a TED Talk that I'll link down below on the importance of cold showers, and I found that fascinating. And it clearly kind of showed the importance of cold showers versus if you didn't do a cold shower, you were just ignorant or dumb or didn't want a growth mindset. Like, essentially that's what it was like, because he said a cold shower is healthier. Humans have been around cold water a lot more than hot water. It takes less time, so typically most people won't stay in there for longer than 5 minutes, unless you're crazy like me. And it is better for the environment. It's better for everybody. It saves you time, saves the environment, helps you get better health. And the only reason why people don't do it is because they get uncomfortable, right? So, picture this. You wake up, you're doing your morning thing, you walk into the shower, and everybody has that choice, right? You look at the knob, and do you move it to the hot or do you move it to the cold? And everybody has that choice. Nobody's gonna know you're naked. It's just you and the shower head. What are you gonna do? That's your choice, right? And so tomorrow, when you take a shower, just think about exactly what's gonna happen. Hopefully you take a shower every day. If you don't, change that. And if you do, look at that shower head. Know that you're making that choice. 98% of people are automatically going to turn it to hot. You know what happens most of the time? They turn it to hot, they get out of the shower, they put their hand in there to ensure it's the perfect heat for their body, and then they walk in, right? That's the height of comfort if you think about it. It's amazing how far we've come as humans. But what if you were to turn it all the way cold? and allow your body to deal with the discomfort of that cold water, knowing it's the best thing you can do for your body in that moment. Knowing that just that few minutes of discomfort is going to help you build those muscles of strength. I remember when I first started, the first time I heard that TED Talk was late 2014. And I remember starting, I live in Toronto, it's pretty cold out here in January of 2015. And I remember kicking and screaming like a little girl when I first started to cold shower. It was wild. The extremities of my bodies became numb. I remember feeling like brain freeze in my head. And I actually had to start with music. I had to like put music on loud, and I needed something to pump me up. To listen to Rage Against the Machine, or I'll put a few tracks down too if you're interested. But I have cold shower music. It gets you pumped up so you can get in there. Lose Yourself by Eminem is a great track, by the way, for that. And so it gets you pumped up so you can move through the discomfort. Because I guarantee you, if it was really cold and you walk out, you'll feel amazing. And that feeling is priceless, because that's what you did to improve your growth mindset. That's what you did to move through discomfort and become a better person. And that habit every day, day after day, moving through that discomfort is going to help you build more of a growth mindset. So here's the thing. If you're thinking, I really don't like cold, it's not my thing, blah, 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 you might have excuses, you might have, some rationalization in my head. So I have two things to say to that. One, try it. Try it. Try it tomorrow. You got nothing to lose but a little bit of discomfort. Second, maybe cold showers aren't your thing. I have a good friends actually asked me, the Icon, and a lot of what they do is they take stairs instead of the elevator. That's a great way to move through discomfort. Because you could take the easy way and take the elevator, but it's much harder to take the stairs. And it builds muscle, and it builds resilience, and it builds your character. So find your way of consistently moving through your resistance, whatever that is. If it's writing, write 3 to 4 times a week. Maybe that's your way of overcoming resistance. Find your practice. But if you don't have a practice to overcome resistance, it's something that you're gonna have to deal with at some point if you want to be a better human. So that's, in my opinion, the key to a growth mindset. Consistently build a practice that gets you more and more comfortable with discomfort as you increase the threshold of discomfort. And yeah, I'm actually very curious to hear what you're gonna do. So next step is find one thing that you're going to do between today and tomorrow that helps you move into a growth mindset. If you want to comment down below, that'd be awesome. And subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.